Have you ever felt that surge of motivation to start a new healthy habit like daily exercise or learning a new skill, only to find yourself struggling to even take the first step, let alone stick with it? It is a common experience, and understanding why this happens can empower you to overcome those initial hurdles. The primary reason some habits feel incredibly difficult to get started is rooted in our brain's natural inclination towards comfort and efficiency. New habits requiring effort and often introduce discomfort. Our brains are wired to conserve energy, so they resist activities that demand more mental or physical resources, especially when there is no immediate, tangible reward. This resistance often comes from a few key areas. First, there is the perceived effort. If a habit feels like a massive undertaking, your brain sees it as a threat to its energy reserves. Second, new habits can cause temporary discomfort, whether it is the soreness after a workout or the awkwardness of practicing a new language. Our natural response is to avoid discomfort. Finally, many new habits lack an instant gratification loop, meaning the rewards are often delayed, which makes it harder for our brains to form a positive association and reinforce the behavior. To make starting new habits easier, focus on reducing the initial friction. This means making the habit as tiny and effortless as possible at the beginning. Instead of committing to a 30-minute run, aim for 5 minutes. If you want to read more, start with just 1 page. The goal is to make it so easy you cannot say no, building momentum and proving to your brain that this new behavior is not as demanding as it initially thought. Another powerful strategy is to leverage habit stacking, a technique where you link a new habit to an existing, well-established one. For example, if you already drink your morning coffee, you could decide that after I pour my coffee, I will stretch for 2 minutes. This uses the existing cue of your coffee ritual to trigger the new, desired behavior, making it feel less like an entirely new task and more like an extension of your routine. Understanding that this initial struggle is a normal part of habit formation, rather than a personal failing, is incredibly liberating. It is not about a lack of willpower, but about working with your brain's inherent programming. By minimizing effort, embracing tiny steps, and strategically linking new behaviors to old ones, you create a pathway of least resistance. Ultimately, the secret to getting difficult habits started is to trick your brain into thinking they are easy. Once you consistently perform even a minuscule version of the habit, you start to build the neural pathways and positive associations needed for it to become automatic. This approach transforms daunting goals into manageable actions, paving the way for lasting positive change.